Every single one of the 104 World Cup matches is streaming free right now. Not on a sketchy site, on official broadcasters. And I've been watching them without paying a cent for a streaming subscription. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which free streams work, which VPN actually gets you in, and whether this is worth your time or not. The answer on that last one might actually surprise you. Now, the link's in the description if you want to grab one of the deals now while I'm talking, but here's the part most people don't know. Australia's SBS has every single match, all 104, free, no subscription. No paywall, just a free account and a working internet connection. As long as your internet connection appears to be in Australia. That's where the VPN comes in. I'll show you exactly how to set it up in about 2 minutes. But first, not every VPN actually works for this. Streaming platforms have gotten aggressive about blocking VPN traffic. And I found that out the hard way with a few of them. Now I'll tell you which ones held up and which ones got me a geo-block screen right before kickoff. So here's how the whole thing works. Broadcasters like SBS check your IP address when you load the stream. If it says Australia, you're in. If it says anywhere else, you get blocked. Now VPN replaces your real IP with one from whatever country you pick. Connect to an Australian server, open SBS, and the stream thinks you're sitting in Sydney. Now it's simple in theory. The only problem is that SBS and most major streaming platforms actively scan for VPN IP addresses and block them. As I said, it's aggressive. So you need a VPN with a large enough server pool that when one IP gets flagged, there are dozens more to route to. And that's exactly where most cheap or free VPNs fall apart. See, I tested a few and hit a block screen on 2 of them before I even got to the match. The one that worked consistently and held up for me was NordVPN. It held full HD on the SBS stream with no buffering. And when I tested it across Sydney servers, I was getting 96% of my base download speed. That's a 4% drop. Basically nothing for live sport. It also has thousands of servers across 174 locations. So even if SBS blocks one IP, you just get reconnected and get a fresh one. It takes about 10 seconds. But now here's the part that matters for live football specifically. Buffering during a goal is genuinely painful. I've been there. For live streams, you want a VPN that loses as little speed as possible on a nearby server. Now, NordVPN on a Sydney server dropped only 4% on speed test and 8% on fast.com. That's the best result I recorded across everything I tested. But if budget is the main thing for you, TotalVPN is worth a look. It ran 49.5 Mbps on a Sydney speed test, which is only an 8% drop from baseline, and it's one of the cheapest options on the market right now. Now, the long distance servers are less consistent, but for Australia specifically, the numbers held up well in my testing. The setup takes about like 5 minutes. Download the app, create a free SBS account if you don't have one already, connect to an Australian server, open SBS in an Incognito window, and press play. The Incognito part matters though, just to let you know. If your browser has cached your real location, SBS can detect it even with the VPN running. Now, Incognito clears that. If you still get blocked, disconnect, reconnect to a different Australian server, and try again. That fixed it every time for me. Now, beyond Australia, you've got other options too. BBC iPlayer in the UK has all 104 matches in English. Globo in Brazil has full coverage in Portuguese. ARD and ZDF in Germany have 60 of the 104 matches. All of them are reachable with the same VPN. Just switch the server to the right country. But really, who is this actually for? If you're in the US and you're looking at paying for a streaming subscription just for the World Cup, this is a real alternative. One NordVPN subscription, a free SBS account, and you got every match in HD for less than the cost of a single month on most paid platforms. Now, NordVPN also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you set it up, watch the tournament, and decide you don't want to keep it, you get your money back, which is a pretty good deal. But the tournament runs until July 19th, so the timing works out. Now, if NordVPN's price is a stretch, TotalVPN gets you the same Australian trick at a lower entry cost. Now, the speeds on nearby servers are solid. Just know that performance drops more on long distance connections if you're switching between broadcasters. Now, for NordVPN, get 74% off plus 3 free months with the link in the description, or you can just scan that nifty little QR code on the screen. And for TotalVPN, you can get actually 80% off with the link in the description, or again, scanning that little QR code on screen. 104 matches, all free. The only thing standing between you and every game is a 5-minute setup. And now you know exactly how to do it.